I do think they are a valuable use of prison funding. I mean, prison numbers are extremely high in this country and the resources are extremely tight, but I think if you can encourage prisoners to use their imagination and in a drama in a theatrical way, it can help to improve their general rehabilitation, but it has to be take place alongside other forms of, with a drug treatment, for example, or other forms of treatment. A lot of the time we talk about trying to encourage people to improve their problem solving skills, and I would have thought theatre is an ideal opportunity to get people to be thinking outside of their comfort zone and sort of being quite reflective in the way that they perform. So I think a lot of those skills will be really helpful. Yeah, I mean, I think prisoners should have the right to not just to access the arts, but actually have a lot more sort of freedoms within prisons. Whenever you look around the world, you'll see, in essence, that the better prisoners are treated in the prison system, the greater the chances of their rehabilitation. Sweden recently had just closed 4 prisons. They closed 4 prisons because they haven't got enough prisoners anymore, and that is because there's a greater emphasis on rehabilitation. In this country, we put so much emphasis on punishment and making regimes harsh, and that includes not having access to, amongst other things, the theatre and the arts, and that just increases their likelihood of reoffending on release. So until we develop a culture in this country that promotes rehabilitation, of which the arts is one part, and only one part, then the chances of us actually reducing reoffending are reduced. No, I don't think society is. I don't think society, in our society, supports rehabilitation too much. It's unfortunate that it doesn't, because if it were to support rehabilitation, it would reduce crime, it would reduce the number of victims tomorrow. What our society is about, I think, more often than not, is about vengeance. And vengeance is often, revenge, if you like. It's about imprisoning people. It's not about stopping or encouraging people not to offend in the future. I think it can be, but I think that you need to be highly skilled in the way that you work with people in those circumstances, is what I'm saying. You couldn't just have somebody, and I think there's a worry about government's plans at the moment to dumb down a lot of this sort of rehabilitative work. You need people to be very skilled, and colleagues of mine that work in group work programmes are trained very extensively in working through that and trying to encourage people to control their behaviour. And so, but fantasy is within all of us.